Good morning. For those who may not know me, my name is Patrick Ray. I am your sheriff. My wife Des and I have been married for 21 years, and we have one son, PJ. We are all members of the New Union The Baptist Church. I want to start out by saying what an honor it has been to be able to serve as your sheriff. I want to thank you for your support that you've shown me not only at election time, but also the support that you've shown me throughout my tenure thus far. I would ask you again for your support for my nomination to the office of sheriff. My promise to you stands as firm today as it did when I first asked you for the nomination for the office of sheriff. To run the sheriff's department with honesty, integrity, and in a professional manner. Again, I ask for your support for the nomination. Thank you.
As well, good morning. My name is Chandra. I am so thankful that I am running and trying my best to do this office what it needs. For the trustee's office, I am seeking my 4th term, and I want to thank this party for always supporting me, and especially this county, turning out for me, and I want to include my family in that, my wife Christy, and our 3 sons, Garrett, Luke, and Ben. I want to thank you so much for, since 2006, you have always encouraged me in this job, and I thank you so much. And it has been a challenge, and I look at it like a challenge every day. This job is very important because I am called the banker of the county, and I like to say this every time, that with no loaning power. Okay, but we do love the challenges every day. In the past, I've tried to get everything automated, and we are there. I have always looked for new things to incorporate into the office, and we are there now as far as partial payments on property taxes, online payments. You can actually take your smartphones now and pay those online. We are doing several things in the office. This past summer, I've been wanting to do something for 5 years, and we have left an old government warrant system, and we have now went to a checking system that is on real-time budgets. And so we are so thankful on that. We're still working out a few kinks in that, but we're so thankful to incorporate that now into DeKalb County. I want to ask this party right now for another nomination for the trustee's office, and I thank you so much for allowing me this time to always serve and be a servant to this county. That's first and foremost for me. I'm always looking at I am serving you, and we do thank you for allowing me to do this one more time. Thank you.
Sheriff. Is there anyone else here that would like to speak and be considered as a candidate for the trustee? Now we're moving on to the circuit court clerk. Is there anyone here that would like to speak as a candidate for the circuit court clerk? Susan Martin.
Well, good morning. I'm not used to speaking in public, so I told my husband on the way up here I'd much rather sing to you than have to give a speech, because I do that very often in church. But my name is Stacy Martin, for those of you who don't know me. I'm a lifelong resident of DeKalb County. My husband and I, 23 years, have lived in Alexandria, and we have 3 children. Our oldest daughter is a registered nurse. She's married, Hope Cripps, and then our middle child, Brooke, is a full-time student at Paul Mitchell. And our youngest child, who is was somewhat of a surprise, is in the 2nd grade at DeKalb West. So we have children in all stages of life. But my husband, Shane, he's the current school resource officer at the elementary school here in Smithfield, where he gets to love on the sweet children and protect them and guide them. And we're so very thankful for that. He's been with the Sheriff's Office for 13 years, held many positions and titles, but we just believe that where he's at right now is exactly where God has led him to be. A little bit about me. I'm a court reporter. For those of you who don't know what that is, I'm the one sitting in the courtroom with a little machine taking down every word that you say. I graduated from Tennessee Career College back in 2005. When I graduated, I was hired on by a firm out of Nashville and worked with them for quite some time. And then a national firm had started looking at me. And so I went with them, and in doing so, I had some local attorneys who contacted me and said, look, we love you, we love your work, but when we call, we're not getting you, they're sending other people. And so at that point, we made a decision that I would start my own business. And so for 6 years now, I've had my own court reporting business, just to serve the people of our county. And, you know, when I was in school, they told us that the word court reporter meant keeper of the record. And when I was approached about this position, when I was looking at it, it is keeper of the record. So I just feel that it's a perfect fit for what I do. And I would very much appreciate the opportunity to serve you and to continue the office and the status that it's being run. But as you know, technology is changing very rapidly, as it does in my field and as everything else. And so I would love to push this office forward and for a Republican to fill that seat. And I'm seeking your nomination. Thank you.
Is there anyone else that is considering serving for clerk? We're moving on to the road supervisor position. Is there anyone here seeking nomination for the road supervisor position?
Good morning. Surprising crowd for the weather we've got, but I appreciate every one of you for coming out. Those of you that don't know me, my name's Reed Edge. I'm married to the Sonia Askew Edge from Lower Hilton. And I've had the opportunity to work in the DeKalb Highway Department for almost 20 years. We've done a lot of things over there. We have a generation of kids that don't know what wooden bridges is or gravel roads, hardly. And there are many more things that we can do. I have a 4-year plan that if you'd like to talk with me later about it, I'd be glad to. But we're going to improve the roads of DeKalb County, and especially if Congress and President Trump come through with this new infrastructure plan. We'll use the money that's made available for us. There hasn't been a tax increase under a Republican road supervisor in over 28 years, and that's not going to change now. We're going to work with what we have and make the best of it and improve all the roads of DeKalb County. I've done every job over there, from patching roads with a shovel to building bridges to building the roads. I was one of the first people to ever oil and chip some of the roads that were barely passable with a tractor when we started. I've done everything you can imagine in this job. I've worked at the rock crusher, kept it running with a lot of good help from the crew there, and we are going to continue this work. And if you have any suggestions or questions for me, I'll be glad to answer them the best I can. Thank you.
Is there anyone else considering road supervisor that would like to speak? Danny Howe?
Hello, everybody. My name is Danny Hale, and I'm seeking the office of road supervisor. I've had a little small company for 22 years doing excavation work. Done this type of work for 22 years is what I've done. I'm married to a wonderful lady named Donna back here. Always been my mentor, my supporter. She's worked in the school system for approximately 30 years. She's currently the bookkeeper at Cab West School down there. I have 2 sons, Josh and Justin. Have 4 grandkids that I dearly love. They're wonderful grandkids are. But I've done this type of work for 22 years, and like I said, I love the opportunity to see what I can do in the office to make things better for the DeKalb County and building the roads and take care of everything. And we love the opportunity to be a servant to the county. Love our opportunity to seek the nomination, to be the nominee for the